Walk through Baldwin's gates, now prepare for our fates. We'll never forget our days or the friends that we've made. I'm pleased to welcome you to this most significant occasion as we officially install Dr. Marisa Porges as our 8th head of school.
Good afternoon. I'm Jane Bradley, Senior Class President. At this point in the ceremony, we have a very special presentation for Dr. Porges. There are 5 pillars that make up the Baldwin community: alumni, parents, students, faculty and staff, and trustees. All of these groups working together are key to Baldwin's future and success. To symbolize these groups, actual glass keys were hand-blown by my classmate Carrie Schaefer's uncle, and these keys will now be given to Dr. Porges by representatives of each constituency. Dr. Porges, we hope that you will display these keys for all to see so that we have a visual reminder that we all play a key role in advancing Baldwin.
I think everyone in this room knows that my fellow alumni and I are ecstatic to see one of our own return home as head of the school.
That was spontaneous.
We all know that Baldwin is a special place, but only someone who wore the uniform, who spent time with her friends in the residence, who played on our fields and excelled in our classrooms, can truly know what it means to be a Baldwin girl, and can truly appreciate that every girl to walk Baldwin's halls contributes to our school's history and collective legacy.
Dr. Porges is now uniquely poised to take the reins, to utilize not only her life's work and knowledge, but also her personal understanding of Baldwin to continue building what makes Baldwin so unique and exceptional. Her status as an alumna provides her with the perspective to truly appreciate and respect the experience our students have each day, and to understand firsthand the connection her fellow alumni feel to our school. I am honored to present this alumni key to Dr. Porges on behalf of Baldwin graduates.
I am so excited to witness the beginning of this new era at Baldwin. When we send our daughters out the door to school, we expect so much more from our faculty and staff than just an exceptional academic education. At Baldwin, our girls build upon the values we instill in them as parents. They form their own community, individual and independent from their family and home life. As parents, we get such joy from watching them live the principles that they learn here at Baldwin, and having Dr. Porges as a living example of what you can do with those values and the power of a Baldwin education will be a tremendous inspiration for all of our girls.
One of the most rewarding experiences as a parent is to witness your child show compassion for another person or a group. We would do anything for the sake of our girls, and to see them show the same consideration of others is deeply gratifying. At Baldwin, this is a core value, played out each and every day when our girls are taught to demonstrate compassion, service, and respect for others, close to home, and in the broader global community. Dr. Porges has done so much in service to others throughout her career. I know it will help our girls to truly learn the importance of giving during their time here.
A Baldwin girl's first community is her family, but school plays such an important part in making each of them feel connected, valued, and supported. Baldwin truly becomes their second home. Here they are safe. Here they are cared for. Here they have hundreds of sisters to help them learn and grow. Having an alumna as our girls' leader will show them that they can always come home to their Baldwin family. I am proud to present this key to Dr. Porges on behalf of Baldwin parents. I know she will continue to provide the academic excellence that brings us such pride, while also nurturing the connectedness our girls feel to their Baldwin sisters and the compassion that they show to others.
In the lower school, our school becomes a second home. It's a place where I feel safe and cared for. Dr. Porges coming back to Baldwin lets us all know that we can always come home to our school. Here at Baldwin, we are taught to ask questions and explore the world around us. I know that my Baldwin family would always be there for me, which gives me the confidence to try new things.
I know that with Dr. Porges as our head of school, we have someone who can share real-world experience in how to be a strong, fearless woman. With all that I learned here at Baldwin and such a wonderful example to look up to, I know I can accomplish anything.
What sets Baldwin girls apart is our commitment to excellence, our desire to make a difference in the world, and the academic preparation to make our dreams a reality. This is why our alumni go on to achieve such greatness, and having an alumna as our leader gives us all an even greater advantage.
Baldwin is a place where we are taught to find our voice and be our best self. We are encouraged to pursue our passions no matter what they might be, and to rest assured that we will be supported in our efforts.
I know my fellow bearers are excited to see a former Baldwin girl as head of school and inspired by all she has accomplished before returning to lead us. Dr. Porges, we are so happy to present to you this key on behalf of the student body and officially welcome you home.
Every day, my fellow faculty members and I strive to teach our students more than just our academic curricula. We instill in our girls self-confidence, creativity, and a love of learning, whether in the classroom, on the athletic field, in the lab, or on the stage. As we present Dr. Porges with a key today, we pledge to ensure Baldwin remains the best all-girls education while inspiring our girls to be their best selves. We look forward to the inspiration and purpose Dr. Porges brings to this mission and are excited for our school's next chapter.
One of Baldwin's core values is honesty. As Dr. Porges assumes her role as head of school, we know she will have the courage to be honest about how we as a community can continue to grow, how we can continue to do better for our girls and each other, and how the staff can support her in leading the school over the years ahead. By working together in this way, I know Baldwin will remain innovative, best in class, and dedicated to each other and every girl in our care. In honor of our new 8th head of school, I am proud to announce that your faculty and staff has contributed to the annual fund, making our 100% goal for the 2016-17 school year. It is with great excitement that I present the key On behalf of the faculty and staff,
I speak for every member of the Board of Trustees when I say how incredibly excited we are for Dr. Porges to join our community as the new head of school. As Baldwin's leader, she is charged with overseeing the education of the leaders of tomorrow and ensuring they develop strong and deep relationships with each other, their teachers, their coaches, and with themselves as they grow into strong, independent women. As trustees, we pledge to also serve as the leaders within the Baldwin community, helping to support our current students and building strong, meaningful, lasting partnerships with our alumni, parents, faculty, and staff.
I am honored to have such a prestigious woman in this role, and I know Dr. Porges will prove to be as successful in this position as she has been in all her pursuits thus far. Responsibility is a core value at Baldwin. As trustees, we take this value very seriously and know Dr. Porges will do the same. There is no better person to entrust with the education of our girls. We know she will work tirelessly to deliver the very best student experience, but will also push this school we revere to be its very best. Dr. Porges, we are pleased to present you with this key representing the Board of Trustees.
Hello, I am Sally Chen, head of Baldwin's Student Senate. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce you to another impressive woman making a difference in today's world. Straight from the White House is Adrienne Harris, who is Special Assistant to the President for Economic Policy. Dr. Porges and Ms. Harris work together at the White House, and we are thrilled she is here today to deliver the keynote address. Ms. Harris has an impressive background, including working to elect Mayor, now Senator, Cory Booker, serving as a press secretary in Pennsylvania during President Obama's first campaign, working at the Department of the Treasury, and working at a large international law firm in New York City. She graduated with honors from Georgetown University, earned her law degree from Columbia Law School, and her master's degree in business from New York University Stern School of Business. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Harris.
And congrats to all the parents. The girls I've met today have been truly incredible. I think my only regret is that I didn't go to Baldwin. This is such a special day for Dr. Porges, for the school, for me. I'm not an alumna, but I feel like part of this community already, thanks to all of you inviting me down here. Marisa and I spent many hours together working at the White House. We had a lot of great times, and we spent a lot of time together outside of work as well, talking about all the things we wanted to accomplish, not only at work, but in our careers overall. For Marisa, I am still allowed to call you Marisa, right, Dr. Porges? I am? Okay. For Marisa, her career ambitions were not about titles or compensation. They weren't even about access to influential people, which is a rarity in Washington. But our conversations often did touch on the matter of how we would use what we had learned at work and in life to help influence young women. And that's why I'm so proud to be here today as part of Marisa's installation ceremony. For her, I know coming back to and giving back to Baldwin as the 8th head of school, well, I can't imagine a better person in a better position to exude such positive influence on such a promising group of strong young women. So in preparing for my time here with you today, I was thinking a lot about young women like those who attend this august institution. And I couldn't help but think about my own mother, who is, as Marisa knows, as no-nonsense and barrier-breaking as they come. I thought about what goes into making somebody like my mother, and someone like Dr. Porges, and someone, I hope, like me. Is it nature, nurture, educational institutions, life experiences, all of the above? And just as I was pondering all of this, a text message popped up on my phone with something that the girls will no doubt recognize, was a link to a Facebook video. So welcoming the distraction, I picked up my phone and clicked the link, and the video came up. And what appeared was a video of a little girl, Black Canadian, maybe about 2 years old. As the video begins, you see the little girl, whose name you later learn is Aaliyah, walking with her father. And you hear him in the background counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in response, Aaliyah says, "No, it's 1, 2, 3, 5. And then the pair proceeds to go back and forth in this manner no less than half a dozen times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's 1, 2, 3, 5. Now, I suspect the youngest of the Baldwin community over here are already shaking their heads like, this is not right. So now Mom, the camera woman, jumps in to try and plead Dad's case. At the end of the video, Aaliyah's mother finally figures out how to get her daughter to understand why she is counting to 5 incorrectly. The truly remarkable thing here isn't the counting, but rather Aaliyah's posture toward her parents. Aaliyah is incorrect, sure, but she's confident, she's assured, she's persistent, she's steadfast and undeterred. Even though her elders are telling her she's wrong, even though one of those elders is male, even though he's an authority figure in her life, and even in the face of his self-proclaimed and presumably established expertise. Aaliyah doesn't care. She knows she's right. She's confident. Despite the promise that this young girl is showing inside 2 minutes, statistics would suggest that the traits she's demonstrating today, at no more than 2 years of age, won't persist, or that something will happen that will dampen her confidence. How do we explain the fact that women make up 47% of the national workforce, but comprise only 16% of chemical engineers? Or that in financial services, women run less than 10% of all mutual funds, and in venture capital and real estate make up less than 23% of all employees. Only 17% of board members of the Fortune 1000 are women. And even when it comes to policy making the decisions that protect our country, men still dominate. Am I right? I'm right. So it's clear to me now, in a room of high-achieving young women, that we all have the potential and the drive to lead and change the world. So then what's behind these gross disparities? What accounts for the difference in Aaliyah as we meet her, and Aaliyah as the statistics suggest she will or won't grow up? What accounts for what she'll defer or opt out of or rationalize away? What happens between 1, 2, 3, 5 and being part of the 70% of women who don't negotiate their salary as compared to 54% of men? What happens between 1, 2, 3, 5 and a future Aaliyah deciding not to pursue a career in STEM or finance or national security? What happens to complete and utter confidence and not wanting to raise your hand in a classroom, or the well-known cases of women prefacing comments in meetings with, "I'm sorry, but," maybe somebody already said this, but, or "Can I say something?" Now, let me stop for 1 second. None of what I'm saying is to put the entire onus of these issues on women and girls themselves. Undoubtedly, there are a number of structural impediments that account for the things I've just described and more. Impediments to women's access to certain fields and positions, to receiving equal pay, to getting tenure, and to reaching the C-suite. But those structural obstacles are the most dangerous, the most insidious, when they begin to eat away at the very fabric of our Aaliyahs. When those hurdles, those biases, when those perceptions start to change Aaliyah before she has a chance to change them. So putting aside the fact that in this case, Aaliyah is incorrect, how do we ensure that her attitude toward the world doesn't change as she gets older? How do we ensure that Aaliyah remains every bit as secure and persistent and confident and assured as she is today, so that she can be among those who scale walls and crack glass ceilings and mow down every obstacle society puts in her path? This strikes me as the challenge that you all have before you every day, as educators, as parents, as students. As an institution like this one, the challenge before you, and one you have a proven record of tackling, or otherwise our dear Dr. Porges would not be who she is today nor here before you, is to make sure that all of the Aaliyahs out there stay just the way they are and that they get their math right. And under the leadership of the powerful, smart, self-assured woman like your very own Dr. Marisa Porges, I have no doubt that you'll set a new standard for how we as a society make and preserve and celebrate our Aaliyahs. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I am Jen Dietrich, the head of Baldwin's Athletic Association. We've arrived at that time of the ceremony where official responsibility for the leadership of Baldwin is given to Dr. Porges. The simple definition of investiture is a formal ceremony at which someone is placed in an office or given an official rank. However, we know it is so much more meaningful. This is the official moment when we trust Dr. Porges with our school's future. Trust that she will make the right decisions for each and every one of us. Trust that she will ensure Baldwin remains warm and welcoming, a place we're excited to come every single day. Trust that the tradition of academic excellence in a supportive environment will continue far into the future. Mr. Steelman, as the chair of the Board of Trustees, will now officially confer that responsibility to Dr. Porges.
It became clear from the start that Dr. Porges had the passion for the mission, the history, and the traditions of our school. We also quickly saw how her professional experience in academia, at the White House, in the Navy, and much more would serve her well in this important position. Leadership, strategic planning, innovative thinking, these are all skills that Dr. Porges has honed during her impressive and multifaceted career. Her decision to return to Baldwin to serve and lead her school is an honor to all of us, most especially to the students who can look to her and learn from her during these days the importance of what Baldwin brings to their lives and to enjoy those impressions during this most formative years. Baldwin has a history of being led by strong women, smart and self-assured women, women who know how to motivate girls to realize their full potential, how to encourage faculty and staff to appreciate the impact they have on their students, how to inspire confidence in parents to entrust their daughters to Baldwin, how to partner with the Board of Trustees to keep our school moving forward on its path of excellence. In selecting Dr. Porges, we have chosen a leader who can do all of that as she frames a vision for our future. We are honored to now count her amongst the great women who have led this extraordinary school over its 128-year history. I know that she will be an inspirational, approachable, and courageous leader. She will be a head of school that takes Baldwin to the next level in academic excellence and pushes us to great national recognition. Baldwin played a vital role in helping Dr. Porges determine and shape her future. It is now her turn to give every girl that same opportunity to dream, to find her voice, to live life to its very farthest reaches of her potential. The girls who attend Baldwin during Dr. Porges' tenure are incredibly fortunate. Who better to help shape the education of our girls than someone who has been here? You may not know it yet, girls, but you will appreciate this unique chance to learn from someone who can relate to you where you are now, while also sharing insights into just how much your future holds. And now, as we usher in a new era at the Baldwin School, we entrust you, Dr. Marisa Porges, on behalf of the board, with the leadership of our school, and on behalf of the Board of Trustees and this entire Baldwin community, I am proud to officially welcome you as the head of the school, of the Baldwin School.
"22 years ago, I sat 100 yards from here, wearing a blue kilt and white polo, just like all my Baldwin Bears are wearing today. Soaking up lessons in French and physics, learning how to play field hockey on handbells, and reveling in the chance to try new things in the art studio. I left here confident in my academic abilities, passionate about my next step, and ready to take on the world. But it took me many years until I truly understood Baldwin's most important lessons. We come together to cheer the impact of Baldwin, the impact it has locally, nationally, and globally, in big ways and small, on so many of you here today, and those watching online from afar. We applaud graduates who've had a meaningful impact in every sector and every corner of the world, from those who've become groundbreaking academics and authors, scientists and architects, to those who rose to the top ranks of journalism and the arts, including the first female editor of Time magazine, and a renowned artist whose ceramics are permanently installed at US embassies around the world. From a world-renowned philosopher who recently won the Keynote Prize, to graduates who conquered the corporate sector, like the CEO of the world's second largest music publisher and the chairman of an aerospace manufacturer. And we pause to recognize graduates serving in the military at home and abroad, and those running nonprofits, and to celebrate our acclaimed athletes, including 2 Olympians and 1 professional triathlete. I'd just like to note that I used to run Fishers with our Ironman champ. I won't tell you who made it up the hill first. Today's Baldwin Bears are equally impressive, impactful, generous, and bold. Our seniors, who've been studying Baldwin's archives to understand the school's history. One was so impressed by Baldwin's approach to girls' education in the 1950s, she decided to write a paper about it. And one of our juniors is now launching a Baldwin Research Journal to publish that paper and other independent research that our girls produce. Even as another is raising funds for a nonprofit that builds school for children in need, and a classmate is studying Sanskrit in her free time. They've all found ways to nourish their love of learning. Or our 6th grade animal lovers who started a club to help protect the most endangered species of the world. They did some research, talked to international nonprofits, and decided to sponsor 2 polar bears, real-life Winnies. They saw a problem and figured out how to help solve it. They found a way to make the world a better place. Or our 2nd grader who already understands the importance of both being her best self and encouraging her friends to push themselves to greatness.
When a pop quiz appeared on this young bear's desk one morning, she heard her classmate whisper, "Oh no, this looks hard." So she leaned over and whispered back, "Don't worry, you got it. You're a Baldwin girl." I could go on, but the girls have a soccer game this afternoon, and it would take me too long to mention all the ways that they live Baldwin's mission each and every day. But even those few stories should make us smile to think of the uniqueness of each Baldwin girl's path. They should make us pause to reflect on how much impact our community has, and they should give us great pride in the essence of what Baldwin does. Inspires young women to be bold, teaches them to know their value, and provides a community of support throughout. That is the true genius of Baldwin, that it teaches our girls to say what they think, write what they know, and live what they believe. In the process, we change the world for the better. I've long told anyone who will listen that the most amazing women in my life are my Baldwin girls. Friends, classmates, teammates, fellow alum. And I'm so excited that I get to add to my list the newest Baldwin Bears, today's Baldwin Bears, and that I get to watch over the years ahead the great impact you'll have. Thank you all for exemplifying Baldwin's best. It's a historic day for our school, and I hope you share my passion for the past, my commitment to our present, and my excitement for the future.
Hello, I'm Lauren Fosnacht, head of Baldwin's Arts League. It's my pleasure to introduce, thank you. It's my pleasure to introduce the B-Flats, who will lead us in a song we hold near and dear, our alma mater, which was written by Carolyn Princeton Myers in 1912. There is a line in the song that is specifically fitting today. For what our lives accomplish, mother wise, we owe to thee. You may not know this, but it was here at Baldwin that Dr. Porges decided to fly for the military. Specifically, when her sculpture teacher was inspired by Dr. Porges' interest in physics and helping her build model air wings, ensuring that her love of math and science, art, and problem solving came together. Dr. Porges shared her passions with her teachers who, like all of our teachers, wholeheartedly encourage her to dream big. Baldwin puts us on paths we hadn't considered before, and for that we are grateful. B-Flats, will you please come forward and lead us in singing our school song?
My name is Courtney Loomis, and I am head of Baldwin Service League, and it is my pleasure to officially close out this ceremony. We've heard a lot of inspirational people speak today, and we've learned much about the depth of responsibility and the height of excitement for Dr. Porges becoming Baldwin's 8th head of school. I'm sure I'm not the only one here who is looking forward to the future of our school with bright hope. This is a distinct and important time in our school's history, and on behalf of the students, alumna, faculty, staff, trustees, and Dr. Porges, I thank all of the guests here today who helped make this ceremony so special. Dr. Porges, on behalf of us all, we wish you great luck. We can't wait to see all you will do for our school. At this time, we ask all guests to please remain in your seats so the students may be dismissed. Lower school, can you please go first? Then middle school and upper school. Thank you and have a great day.